Start your computations.
Hi everyone, so today I'm in a different location, but we're still gonna go on with the show, and I'm going to be talking about a makeup routine but using only skincare products. And the main products I'm going to use today are Bobbi Brown. So it's going to be like a review of some of the Bobbi Brown products I've picked up recently. And then like a mix of like how to make a makeup routine only using skincare or with just the addition of one makeup product. So let's get into the video. Okay, so the first thing that you are going to do before you do this is wash your face. I recommend double cleansing. Okay, so the first product that I'm going to use is this toner by Klairs, and it's just a really simple one. It comes in this like small travel size, and I got it in Korea. It's pretty hydrating, but I wouldn't say it's like the most hydrating one I've ever used, but it works well. But it's really refreshing and cooling, which is something that I like in a toner. And then the next thing that I'm going to use is a moisturizer. I'm gonna skip like serum right now just because this is like a makeup routine. So the moisturizer I'm using is a vitamin enriched face base, and this is by Bobbi Brown, and it's a very thick moisturizer. It has a lot of different like vitamins in it. It has shea butter, which is really good for moisturizing, but it's not overly emollient that it'll clog your pores. And also, none of these Bobbi Brown products contain artificial fragrances. So that's what I really like about it, is that a lot of high-end brands tend to contain fragrance that irritates the skin. But actually Bobbi Brown surprised me and has a lot of really valuable ingredients inside of it. The two ingredients that I like in here are squalene oil, which is really good for repairing your skin because squalene is a natural component of your skin. So when you use squalene oil, it naturally like repairs the skin because it was a component of it, or it is a component of it. And then the other thing that I like is grapefruit peel oil, which is also used in, I believe, one of the Then I Met You skincare products, and it's a really good antioxidant for the skin. Basically, what I like about this moisturizer is that after I use it, my skin feels very plump, but I would say that it does moisturize well, but I feel like recently my forehead has been very dry, so I always have to like kind of pack this on a little bit more than usual. That also leads me to the next product that I'm going to show you guys, which is the oil by Bobbi Brown. And this is their facial oil, and this has a base of olive oil, so that is like the most concentrated inside this product. And a lot of people are a little skeptical about olive oil, but I do like it in oils and in skincare products, and I feel like it's emollient enough and oily enough to give me that like plump, shiny, like dewy feeling, but it also isn't too overwhelming where I feel like I'm putting on something really sticky. But if you do have oily skin, I would say that this might be a little too much. It might be overwhelming because it's kind of oily. So the oil, when I put it on, it kind of gives my skin like an extra boost, and it also just makes it look a lot more like dewy and shiny. But oil is really good for dry skin types or people who have like a damaged lipid barrier. So yeah, usually dry skin types, sometimes combination. Oily skin, I don't think you really need an oil. What this oil also contains is sandalwood, which is kind of a fragrant ingredient that can cause irritation to the skin if you have overly sensitive skin or you tend to break out in the presence of fragrance. It's not an artificial fragrance, but it is like a fragrant ingredient, and it can cause irritation. So if you are prone to irritation, this oil might cause that. So I would be a little bit careful and do like patch testing if you were to buy this, or just try it out at the store. So the next product that I'm gonna use is technically like half makeup product, half skincare product, but it is the Nude Finish Tinted Moisturizer with SPF 15. So in this product, the SPF, the active ingredients, are like the main components that protect you against UVA, UVB rays. So they have octinoxate and titanium dioxide. So titanium dioxide is like a component of a mineral sunscreen, and then octinoxate is a component of a physical sunscreen. So personally, I like the titanium dioxide better because I'm more of a fan of mineral. A lot of the US sunscreens do use kind of irritating ingredients for their sunscreen, so octinoxate is a little bit irritating. So that's personally why I don't really like the US mineral sunscreens. But I do not feel too much irritation when using this, and personally I would not use this just as my sunscreen. This would just be my tinted moisturizer. I would use another sunscreen, which I'm going to do on top of this, that is more gentle and not as sensitizing. Okay, so I am putting this onto my finger. Extra light tint because my face is pale in the winter. So in order to be classified as a tinted moisturizer, it needs to have a certain amount of like skincare in it, which makes it classified as a moisturizer. So technically I'm gonna say that this is a skincare product for this video, but I guess you could say it is also a makeup product, but whatever. So I can't see myself, so I hope I'm blending this in right, and I will look later. But I really like this moisturizer because it moisturizes your skin and it adds that color, and there is coverage when you put it on, but it covers mainly like redness and like maybe just like irritation that you're having. I personally wouldn't put on like foundation if you're breaking out, if you have eczema, anything like that, because it does cause your skin to actually break out more because you're just jamming more ingredients and stuff into your skin that doesn't want to be there. So I would say if you are planning on wearing maybe makeup and you're looking for coverage but with less harmful ingredients that will clog your pores and cause more breakout, I would say go with a tinted moisturizer, especially this one by Bobbi Brown, because it just works a lot better with coverage. It's still light coverage, but you can build, and it's a moisturizer, so it has enough skincare components to be classified as a skincare product, so it won't be as harmful as wearing like a foundation per se, and I think that's more my style. So the next thing I'm going to use is not by Bobbi Brown this time, and it is the Tatcha Kissu Lip Mask. I've been posting about this a little bit on my Instagram, and I really like this because a little goes a long way. Even though there is a little bit in this jar, it just goes a long way anyways. Like, you don't need a big glob of it, just a little bit on your finger and then swipe it across your lips, and it creates this very like glossy feel, but it also really moisturizes. Like, my lips soak this up, but it is something that you can keep reapplying, or you can like slab on at night if you want to, and it will create like very soft and plump lips in the morning. I like this because even though it's not technically a gloss, you can kind of use it like that. So the next product I'm going to use is a sunscreen. So sunscreen should always be used last in a skincare routine because, again, when sunscreens are in things like moisturizers, even tinted moisturizers, they are kind of diluted, and so they're not as effective and as strong. So putting a sunscreen on above your skin is the best option. If you put sunscreen on below another product, it might not even work, or it'll work less effectively. Usually it's not really effective anymore after you put it on under a skincare product, so you want to put it on at the very top. And this one is by 11 Village Factory. You can get this on Peach and Lily. It's a good price. I believe it's under $20 or at least under $30. And this has lasted me a pretty long time, but it has SPF 50 plus, which is UVB protection, and then it has PA++++, which is UVA protection. So those are the two main rays that are emitted by the sun, and both very important. So it has broad spectrum So what I like about this sunscreen is that it doesn't have a white cast. So when you do put it on top of your makeup, you don't have to worry about like any white cast being on your skin and kind of messing up, you know, what you already did. Okay, so essentially that's really it for this like makeup routine. If you wanted to throw on like mascara or something, or like curl your lashes, that would definitely create a very like natural look. You can honestly throw on anything, but I wanted to do almost like a makeup routine with no actual makeup, just skincare, so that's why I'm not like putting on any mascara or anything. So basically this is kind of like the final look with only skincare products and the tinted moisturizer that I used. So yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and I hope this video helped you to feel comfortable in your own skin. Bye.